Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome back to the Moonlight Hours podcast with me, your host, Moses. Welcome back. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. Um, a lot of things spanning from issues with the website. Last week I just literally forgot to record an episode. And that kind of sprung a new thing. Um, so before anything, I might as well just get out of the way. I've decided to take a break from doing the podcast. Let me explain. I have found myself having some issues dividing my attention doing so many things. My primary focus right now is streaming, and I would love to have some of my focus go towards this podcast as well, but work is making it near impossible to do so. So I literally am incapable of being able to like I just my brain is not functioning properly with doing everything at once. And it's not like I don't enjoy doing it because I love doing this podcast so much. I'm having so much fun doing it. It's just at this point, this would be episode what 27, I guess. I don't know. I need to take a break so I can focus more on the main thing right now, which is streaming. Because obviously, like streaming is kind of the main goal right now, and I am putting in a lot of energy into it, as much as I can. Really, I feel like I'm not able to give this podcast the effort that I was before. So I've just decided to take sort of like an indefinite break. My thoughts is maybe come back during the summer. Um, Come back with a new episode, bring back season 2 of the podcast. I just don't want to keep being inconsistent. I'd rather give it more energy than give it inconsistency. I'd I'd rather post a episode every week like I've said in the past than post randomly or whenever I remember to record something. Because I want it to be consistent. I want it to be as consistent as I can. Now, saying all of that, obviously, I do appreciate, I always say it, the support with this podcast. I love hearing feedback on it. So honestly, in the future, when I do come back, let me know. Between now and then, let me know what you want to see with the comeback. Let me know if there's anything specific. Let me know if, oh, you want me to bring back the whole song of the day thing that I did a few years back. Let me know if there's any specific topics you want me to talk about. Anything. Because I want feedback. I want to know what I should be doing to make you, well, not make you, but help you to enjoy this. But yeah, as of right now, I'm just gonna be taking a break from posting podcasts. Kind of just take it off my radar for a bit, um, and hopefully come back stronger with it, with a new mindset, a new wave of energy in doing so. Um, yeah, kind of just want to talk about that. Um, that's kind of the only thing on my mind. We can talk about other things, honestly. So I'm recording this the day I'm gonna be uploading it. I'm recording it Tuesday night, which is sucks of me because obviously I was planning on recording it I think yesterday, but I got caught up and there's just my mind is going a million miles an hour. Well, not really. It's just a lot of things are taking on my mind right now. Um, I kind of just remembered before I was gonna head to bed, but and I was like, okay, I want to record this podcast because I don't want to leave you guys hanging again. Um, but yeah, I called out today out of spite I called out halfway through the day out of spite. I was planning on doing it before my shift even started, but I decided to work at least half the day to show some form of effort. You know, and here's why. So 2 weeks ago, we got an email. Email said, "You work the entire week, you get a $500 bonus." Now they did this because we are updating our app system and website, so it was going to be very busy. It's already been really busy the past few months, but last week was like the last wave because we've been releasing it to customers and people in the bank in waves. So last week was going to be the last wave. Last Monday was the last wave. We're going to be getting a mass amount of calls. So they gave us an incentive. $500 bonus if you work your entire shift. Every day that you do work, you get 75. Or if you have to call out, you get $75 for each day that you do work. That's the incentive. Right? Right. Fast forward yesterday. It's normal day at work. It's fine. Seems a bit on the more busy side. Understandable. I called it last week. Said, come next Monday. So many people are going to be calling out. Just a fact. Just a fact right there. So many people are going to be calling out. Come to find out, wake up this morning. I worked the night shift, so I was like, had plenty of time to do all my stuff. I open up my laptop, check the emails, and they send out a daily service level email, is what it's called, where they measure the service pretty much, and let us know numbers and what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, stuff like that, percentages and stuff. And they always have notes of things that happened, like, oh, there was this lag during the day that kind of affected the calls and stuff, and there was this that helped with it, and there's these trainings is today. And the note said massive increase in call outs since last week, and it was just for Monday. So I laughed, I cackled. I was like, this is so funny. I called it. I knew this was going to happen. Obviously, this is going to happen. So I laughed. I was very, very, it was very funny to me. Um, so I'm like, all right, whatever. I check my pay statement because usually they send out the pay statements for the week's pay. Because we get paid every Wednesday. We get the pay statements Monday night. And it's usually like Monday night, maybe like after 6. It's usually after 6. So I check it this morning before I start my shift, and I see that one of the pay statements is a lot lower than my normal paycheck. Because I was going in expecting there to be like a $500 bonus, but it was like half of my paycheck. And I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? Did I put in my notes wrong? Did I put in my timesheets wrong? What did I do? This isn't supposed to be like this. I should be getting paid more. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, the other pay statement already says 500. I'm just looking into it to see it. And then I notice on the pay statement that I had like half my pay, it showed that it was the bonus. Now, upon seeing that, I realized that they had taxed the absolute crap out of that bonus. They taxed it. Literally. It went from 500, which they said the bonus was going to be, to 315. It's $185 less. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate the bonus anyway, obviously. It's extra money in my pocket. But they didn't say it was going to be taxed. And I know other people are feeling the same way at my job. Because back in January, I talked about it then, the big bonus that I was getting because of all this stuff, because success sharing and all that junk and the yearly percentage bonus. They said that it was going to be taxed. They explicitly said that it was going to be taxed like anything else. With this bonus, they did not mention that it was going to be taxed whatsoever. They just said $500 bonus. Now you can say, oh, they taxed the other bonus. Obviously, they're going to tax the other one. No, because here's the thing. They didn't do it last year, but the year before, they gave us a Thanksgiving gift. It was a Thanksgiving bonus. And it was for $50. Straight up. Nothing else. A $50 bonus. And on the pay statement for those $50, no deductions, no taxes, nothing. They just gave us straight $50. I was infuriated because I'm over here expecting there to be a $500 bonus in my bank account. When in reality, I'm getting a taxed $500 bonus. So I was pissed. I was really annoyed. I was frustrated. And I was literally on the brink of calling out. I was on the brink of, if I had done, because normally when situations like this, when I'm like, I feel like I want to call out, but I don't know, I always flip a coin. I ask my Google Home, I'm like, hey, flip a coin. And it's like, hey, it's heads, it's tails. I do that and whatever it lands on, I do. So if it's like heads I call out, tails I don't, lands on tails, I stay the rest of the shift. Heads, I do. And it's just simple as that. I leave it up to fate, kind of thing. So I was gonna do that. I was gonna do heads or tails. I call out my shift, and I was gonna call out sick because I've been wanting to save my sick time. I have 2 days left on my sick time, and I was like paid sick time because I was debated and I had to use one of them, because I called out personal, like, oh no, you have to do sick time, and I was like, you suck my balls. And after that, I actually called out of spite as well. 2 days after on my Saturday shift, I called out personal and said, oh, family emergency. And they had to take it as family emergency and nothing else. I've just been really pissed off. Like, that's the thing. I'm not feeling burnt out by work. I'm pissed. I'm just pissed at this point. I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated with everybody. I am on the brink of choosing violence. And my boss knows this. I've told my boss this, and she understands. But they are just not doing things correctly right now and not giving us space and time away from these calls. Because there's opportunities too. And those opportunities too are really backed up and need the help. But no. It's all well. Moving on. I'm on the brink of calling out. So I'm like, you know what? So I can look responsible, I'll work half the day, call out after my lunch break. That's exactly what I did. Had my lunch at 4. At 4:57, I believe, I called in. I was like, hey, I got to call out sick. They marked me out. I was done for the day. Took off half the day. Now, a few things, right? They still, it was perfect timing because they still see me as reliable for a few reasons. It's like, oh, they're not going to see you as reliable, stuff like this. With this job, they don't care about reliability. But, like, even if they did, it's a Tuesday, and I worked half of my shift and called out after my lunch break. They see it as at least he worked half of his shift and then called out the full day. And instead of me losing a day for sick time, I lose 4 hours. So I still have 4 hours. If any other day I want to call out sick halfway through the day, I can do it. Still have 1 day left. Also, it's Tuesday. Tuesday is hands down the worst day to have off. It is the worst day. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes having a Tuesday off. I used to see it on the bright side, like, oh, you go into work on Monday, you kind of autopilot, fever dream, extra day on the weekend. No, it doesn't work anymore. Tuesdays suck. It's plain and simple. Tuesday days off suck. So why would I willingly call out on a Tuesday? That's another thing. Nobody would think you would willingly call out on a Tuesday, so something has to be wrong. Now, the one way that they will be like, maybe that he is doing this out of spite would be because I was working the closing shift. But even then, closing shift, I've already been outward. So if anybody even suspects it, my boss and my old boss can say it. I have an outward support. Like, I love night shifts. I've started to lean more towards. I just hate all shifts, not gonna lie. But night shifts, I'm better. I just don't like closing shifts. I like the night shifts, but not the closing ones. So that's the thing. That's a big thing. It's just like, okay, Moses, he's already expressed how much he enjoys night shifts. Why would he be doing this out of spite? Why would he? He loves night shifts. He wouldn't call out otherwise. But I did. Because I did it out of spite. Because screw this job and everything it stands for. Help me blow up on Twitch so I can quit my job and make money from that instead. Because I hate my job. It's literally become like, when I'm in work, I feel like this is the same thing for everybody. When I'm in work, I'm just pissed all the time, and as soon as I clock out, I'm in a better mood. But it's not just like my anger from work doesn't leak into my personal life. It's literally just like a switch. Anytime I'm off the calls, anytime I'm like not actively working on something, flip switch instantly. I'm in a better mood. Literally, I can be screaming my head off with the person I'm talking to muted so they can't hear me, obviously. I can be screaming my head off. And then, as soon as I'm off the call, go into like personal time. Happy go lucky, go play with my dogs a little bit, chill a little bit, stuff like that. So it's kind of really extreme levels of bipolar with that type of stuff. Also, I got my first complaint, technically. I got my first complaint. There was somebody who complained because didn't put in a callback request for them after like the line disconnected. Now I already talked to my boss about it. She said, yeah, this person did this and it led to a complaint. I explained, since I started here, if the person is not responding to me on the other line, I'm going to hang up. I'm not going to put in a callback request for them. I've been doing that since the beginning. Nobody's given me any crap for it since I started here. Now, if the call drops mid-sentence, or we're both talking and the call drops, or there's a system issue, I'm going to put in a callback request for them, because that was an error on our end. If it's an error on their end, where they muted their phone, or they just decided to stop talking, I'm not going to put in a callback request for them. So I told her, yeah, because she said, oh, because you only put in the notes that it was audio issues. And I was like, yeah, because it was audio issues. They stopped talking, I hung up. So now they're like, oh, okay, you have to put in a callback request every time now. So I technically got my first complaint. But if they hold that against me, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. Because that was not on me. I was doing the same thing I've been doing since I started here, and I've received no repercussions on it since. So all of a sudden, just, yeah, all of a sudden, go suck a butt. No. I've been like poking fun at my mom a bit, telling her that I'm gonna quit. And she says, no, you're not. Don't quit. Don't you dare quit. Kind of like easing her into the fact that I want to go into part-time. Probably just like sit. I cannot, like, I'm just, I want to tell her that I want to go into part-time, but like, I'm genuinely, I wouldn't say scared. It's just like, it's a conversation that I do not want to have. It's a confrontation that I do not want to have yet. Um, but yeah, I want to switch to part-time. And I've talked about it before. The pros very much outweigh the cons. So it's kind of like, why not at this point? Why not? Especially now, since working 8 hours a day, having people yell at me, telling me how much they hate the new system, and taking out their frustration and anger on me, and then shutting up completely when I tell them and show them how easy it is to actually use the system. It's not fun. Once again, I'm not burnt out. I'm just pissed. Just mad. I know what burnt out feels like. When I'm burnt out, I get disconnected, mental health deteriorated. I can't do anything. I can't move. I don't want to come into work. When I'm angry, I don't want to come into work, but I'm just heavy sighs, while muted. Every time I'm doing it while muted, I mute myself yelling at them. I'm just top of my lungs. I feel like in the past month and a half, I have punched my chair and my wall next to me more times than the entire year and a half. And it's like I said, I told my boss, like in the year and a half that I've worked here, I've not been more inclined to choose violence on people that are calling in, which is funny to me. Um, I just this job is not. I do not recommend this job. I remember back when I first started, I was trying to get so many people to come into this job because I was like, oh my gosh, because I saw it from a very, I had the rose-colored glasses on, very much so when it came to this job. Um, I had wrote like, oh my gosh, pay is great, benefits are great, you get all of this good stuff, and you can be at home taking calls, and it's so easy, stuff like that, right? No, took those rose cutter glasses off, saw it for what it truly was: mental health deterioration at an expeditious rate, constant just anger, frustration, numbness. Pays great, not worth it anymore to me. Not worth it. It is getting to be too much. And my job is not doing anything to help me with that. Which shows me that they do not care. So what's the point of me staying here if they don't care? If they don't care about my well-being, my mental well-being, why not help me? Why not? But no, they don't want to, because all they care about is the calls. Helping people who are just complaining all day. Like, yeah, it's our job, but at least you can help us, management, maybe you can help us, alleviate that stress a little bit. Maybe. Just a thought for the future. Just a thought. So you don't have, like, several people every day quitting. Several. There's literally a section on our like website, not on like the main like company, like no, not on like the main like public website where people like go and like log in and stuff. No, like the company internal employee website. There's literally a section at the way bottom of the page that says employees who have left, and every day there's just probably like 6 people who have left. I want to quit. I told my boss, I was like, dude, I'm so close to quitting. And she said, don't do it. They need me. They genuinely do because I have very good numbers. It's good to the point where they're worried. They're literally worried. They've told me, like my boss pulled me aside saying like, your average handle time, which is like the average amount of time that you're on a call in total, is so low right now. And I'm just like, what do you want me to do? It was higher for a while because I have people on hold for so long. Like, it's just a back and forth thing, right? I would put people on hold for long periods of time to stretch out the call. So my average handle time was higher, but my hold time went up. And we don't want to have people on hold for too long. So, started putting people on hold less. Calls got shorter. I don't know what they want me to do. What do you want me to do? I'm naturally fast. I've expressed to my boss on several occasions that I have overanalyzed everything, that I know what the person is calling for before I even answer the call. They can say, they didn't even have to finish their sentence at the beginning of the call when I ask, how can I help you? They don't even have to finish it for me to know exactly what they want. And I do all the procedures, finish the call, 3 minutes flat. Simple as that. And that's just me naturally speaking fast. Like, even if I spoke slow. Like, if I was able to speak, like, genuinely as fast as I know all of you guys have heard me speak. Like, if I was able to do that and people would understand me, sheesh. 45-second call. Not even exaggerating. Not even exaggerating. I'd have them done and gone in 45 seconds. Done. Simple as that. Hot garbage. Literally, I have told them, I've asked them what they need. I've told them, okay, I'm gonna get the stuff pulled up, done every procedure in like 30 seconds flat, and I said, I'm gonna put you on hold. Put them on hold for like 3 minutes, come back, hey, this is done, you're all set, go in here, do this. Like, oh my gosh, thank you. Hang up. So I'm talking to them for maybe like a minute, have them on hold for three. Like, I don't know what they want me to do. At this point, it's literally just like, I'm not gonna quit. Can't quit. Help me blow up on Twitch. Tell your friends, hey, I'm a great Twitch streamer. I've been doing a lot of GTA RP recently. Humble farmers market worker. It's your boy. Good music. Good vibes the entire time. Some funny moments. Chilling. I'll talk to you. I'll acknowledge you. Can I strike up a conversation with the chat? Just let me know. I love new people. I already lost a follower. I just noticed it. I was at 55 and I'm at 54. Hitting 50 was the biggest accomplishment of my life, and I'm at 337 views. Sheesh. I'm a god. Moving on. That's it for me. I'm not going to do MIDA. I'm not going to do any of that today. This is the last one. Just wanted to do a little quick rant, obviously, as always. Tell you guys I'm going to be taking a break. A reminder, I will be taking a break until the foreseeable future. That foreseeable future will most likely be in the summer, obviously. Or if I feel like it, I might post a random episode. Probably not going to happen, but hey, go off, I guess. But thank you so much for the constant support. I really do appreciate it. See you guys in the next one, obviously. Peace and blessings, love and happiness. Stay safe, stay happy, stay sane, stay hydrated. I love you all so much. Catch y'all on the flip side. Be kind to one another, please. That's all we got left. Have a great day, night, week, life. Love you all so much. Peace be with you.